What's up, guys? RevivalHouse.net here doing a commentary. This week, we're doing a good movie. Last week, we did
a good movie last time.
We did a shit movie last time. That's Zach right there. The Pauly Shore fanboy you just heard right there, it's Zach. And I'm Aaron, of course. Last week, we did Biodome. And that was purely out of respect for all the requests we've got.
For all the people that love good movies.
Yeah, it's a pile of shit. It was horrible.
Fuck you.
Before
I don't like this character you play where you pretend to hate that movie. Because when we're not recording, he's talking about how much he loves that fucking movie. He was asking if I could give him the Blu-ray and shit. We could trade.
Trade for what?
You were asking me about Gremlins. Like, I'll give you Gremlins 2.
I did not.
Try to give me all your prized possessions and shit.
No, it's a shit movie, man. Prior to doing the commentary, I had tried to watch it twice, and 2 times I was not able to get through it on 2 separate occasions. You know what? We had Mac, from the Mac and Zach Save the World podcast. By the way, check out Mac and Zach Save the World. And he was on there with us and kind of having a threesome with the movie. And I love the fact that he was on there because it was just not my territory. Like, you guys are 2 of the most professional Pauly Shore trolls I've ever met. So you guys both need to be on it together. And you guys certainly kept it entertaining. But, I promised myself that whenever we have to do those shit movies, that we're going to offset it with a good movie so I can keep my sanity. And, we're going to do They Live. They Live is classic John Carpenter. John Carpenter is one of my favorite directors, writers, producers, film score people in history. I think he's amazing. And, I think They Live, before we get started in here, we can talk about it further. I think this movie is the only one of his classic movies that has not been remade or announced was being remade. Isn't that funny? It's every single one of them. Now we have Escape from New York being remade. Of course, now we have Big Trouble in Little China being remade. And of course, all the other ones have been remade in the past, right? Halloween a million times and Assault on Precinct 13, all that shit. But this is one of the last. And I'm not counting movies like Christine, right? Because that's not his property. He directed it. But like this one was untouched, and it still is. But let's go ahead and get started. Is this the Blu-ray, Zach?
Yep. The Scream Factory Blu-ray.
I still don't have it. I need to get it. Did you get the slipcover?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. All right, man.
It's got a nice white sticker on it that just says bye.
Cool.
Get it? It's for the movie.
Cool.
It's a reference to the movie.
Cool. Obey. Cool.
Fucking noob. You didn't get it.
Cool. Yeah, I did, man. I get it. I'm hip to it, man. All right, so let's start going. So when we push play, what are we going to see here for all those that have maybe not have the Blu-ray at home?
The original Universal logo.
Okay, so as soon as we play, you're going to see the original Universal logo. Fun times to be had by all. Let's do it. We're going to do 3, 2, 1, play. Is everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, play.
Yeah, motherfucker. Look at this world coming at you live. I don't even know why we doing this, because the commentary from John Carpenter and Rowdy Roddy is perfect. We can't outdo that.
Everybody go listen to that one. I mean, if that's what you have at your disposal, listen to theirs by all means. But we're going to give you some different insight. Roddy Piper and John Carpenter aren't going to talk about, I don't even want to say it. I almost said something that you guys talk about on the Mac and Zach podcast, mistaking it for what we talk about. I was going to say John Carpenter and Rowdy Roddy aren't making baby tum-tum jokes, baby rape, come tum-tum.
Yeah.
I still can't get off that trip, man.
Me and Mitchell did a let's play of the Friday the 13th game. And while we were doing it, he mentioned that, like, when we were recording the Biodome one, you said you called it pedophile humor, and he's like, I don't like.
Hey, your audio's going in and out, man.
Oh, sorry. It'll be fine on the recording. Can you tell what I'm saying?
No, your audio's going in and out, man.
Check. Poop balls.
Okay. You there?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if it goes there. Are we going to be able to edit through that?
Yeah. He was saying, though, he was like, oh, man, I don't like that he called it pedophile humor. I don't like that. I was like, dude, you're taking it too seriously.
He got offended by it?
I guess.
The guy that made a cum-cum tum-tum joke got offended by it?
He's a little pussy. He's a little bitch.
That's funny. Oh, so like after the fact, though.
Yeah.
Wait, so when was he addressing that?
When we were doing a Let's Play of Friday the 13th, the game.
It bothered him?
Yeah, that'll come out sometime.
That's what it. What else do you call that?
I don't know. I think he's just stupid, man. Talk about fucking kids, and he doesn't think that. Oh, like that. That's considered pedophile humor, man.
I'm just as bad. I mean, I laughed at it. You know, it's like it's so horrible, but it's funny the way the jokes, like the way you guys said it, were the funny. It's all about the timing with some of that stuff. But yeah, what is it? I mean, it's like if you said a horrible thing involving a race, is that not racial humor?
I guess not.
I mean,
8 o'clock in the morning.
Ray Nelson. Screenplay by Frank Armitage.
That's actually a pseudonym for John Carpenter. I don't know why he went under.
Is it really?
Yeah. I think it is. Let me check.
Bro, I can't hear you, man.
Check. I stopped talking. Can you hear me now?
No, I said, did it really? Is it really?
I think it is. I'll check. Writers. Yeah, John Carpenter screenplay
what would he have
Frank
to gain?
Armitage.
I mean, what would he have to gain from not putting his writing credit name on here? I mean,
don't know. He was doing the Stephen King thing. He could be himself when he's not being himself.
Maybe that does have something similar to do with it.
But now just like the Stephen King thing, his fucking Frank Armitage or whatever is going to come back and haunt him. And George Romero's going to make a movie about it.
The music is so fucking weirdly loud in this movie. Like, I guess Escape from New York's kind of like that too, but in this movie it seems like the music is really up high in the mix. Like their voices and their dialogue just a second ago was really, buried.
I never noticed.
Bro, I can't you keep cutting in and out, man.
I never noticed.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out, man.
Ah, man, I don't know. I just don't know.
We'll just keep it going. It's weird. Isn't it weird? I always thought it was weird how, Carpenter, he worked with Kurt Russell a lot. He worked with Donald Pleasance quite a few times. These are really, really good actors. I wonder what possessed him to hire Rowdy Roddy Piper, who was a wrestler.
He's actually a big fan of wrestling, and he wrote the script with Chuck Russell in mind to play the main character, but he decided that he just had him in 3 straight movies and wanted to kind of switch it up, so he hired Roddy.
Why'd you call him Chuck Russell?
Do what?
Why'd you call him Chuck Russell?
Did I?
Yeah. I was like, were you
Kurt
like
Russell.
mixing like Chuck Liddell and Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell. Yeah, Chuck Russell, didn't he direct Nightmare on Elm Street 3?
I don't fucking know Chuck Russell.
Something like that.
But no, so yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like this movie's so unique because someone like Rowdy Roddy, he sticks out like a sore thumb, and he never worked with him after this, to my knowledge. And these people that he's worked with, your Kurt Russells, your Donald Pleasance, even like your Wilford Brimleys and some of the support people, they're good actors. And Rowdy Roddy Piper isn't. He acts, this whole movie, he acts like a wrestler, like the pro wrestler acting.
Exactly.
Yeah, it works. It's pulpy and it works for the movie. I just thought it was really interesting. I don't know how I'd feel if Kurt Russell was in this movie. Because, yeah, you're right. It's like, he's in everything, man.
This movie also has Buck Flower as a homeless guy again. We were talking about that.
Oh, the most famous homeless guy?
Yeah.
Rowdy Roddy Piper, rest in peace. His mullet is legendary.
Yeah, that mullet, man.
He makes he made Mel Gibson.
Remember the 90s Stretch Armstrong where he had the blonde mullet?
Mm-hmm. And he had like he had the weightlifting shirt with the sleeves cut off.
Yeah, that black shirt. I always thought, like, I used to watch this movie with my Stretch and think it was the same guy.
That'd be cool, man. I
just recently got that they re-put out the original Stretch Armstrong, and I saw that.
I saw that.
I hope they put out the 90s one, though. I want a Vac Man. They need to put that out.
The Vac Pack, dude.
Yeah, that was one of those toys that I opened up when I was, like, the night before Christmas, when I opened up all my family's presents. Remember, did I ever tell you about that story?
Yeah, you told us that story.
Yeah, it was one of them that I got. That was what I wanted.
That was a couple of years past when I was into it. I think when the backpack and all that stuff came out, I was probably in like 7th, 8th grade. But just a few years prior, I had the 90s Stretch Armstrong, and I remember I left it out in our family station wagon one night, overnight, in the dead of winter. And then the next day, he was like crystallized and frozen. And then I foolishly, instead of thawing him out, started trying to bend him, and I just ended up snapping his limbs.
Oh, you monster.
And you know what? Because when I snapped the because it was like made of goo, right? That weird goo.
Corn
and it's like when I snapped it, when it was frozen, you'd think, okay, it's just going to thaw out and all kind of gel together again. No, it fucked him up forever. Even when he thawed out, it was still kind of fucked up. You know, it was never quite, all consistent.
He had scar tissue.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, look at Keith David's hog, dude. His cock. You can see it in his pants. Like a second ago.
Damn.
You saw the shape of it.
I could see his helmet. It's so profound.
You know the second best Keith David movie is?
What? The Thing?
Okay, you know what the third? No, I'm talking about. Okay, so correction. Whatever. Another good Keith David movie is Men at Work. I was talking about that in the last podcast. Starring Charlie Sheen.
I still need to watch it.
Huh?
I still need to watch it. I still got that.
It's so funny. Hey, my fire alarm's going off. Oh, guess what? I never left. No, we actually had to cut this, and I just got back because the fire alarms in my house just started going off.
His roommate was blazing.
I was blazing.
What happened? What was it?
Nah, dude, my brother is staying with me right now, and he was cooking curry downstairs, and like a dummy, he wasn't using the fan, and they were all fucking going off. So you guys might have caught it in the recording. I'm not too sure if it's going to be edited out or not, but we should have just kept it going.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is, folks. I remember back in the primitive days of the podcast. You remember back in like 2010 or 11, and literally we would record all our old ghetto podcasts with my fire alarm that needed the battery changed.
Mm-hmm.
And you would just hear it beep, beep.
That was like a callback.
Yeah, it was. That's exactly what that was. I used to tune it out. I never even noticed it, and people would call it out in the podcast and stuff, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Your house could have been burning down. You didn't even notice.
Yeah, that's true, man. Look at him. He's eating those Hawaiian rolls, man. Those are fucking good.
You know, I wonder if he's related to Anna Paquin. They both have a gap in their teeth.
Keith David? Yeah, Anna Paquin and Keith David look so much alike.
Who is Anna Paquin?
She's played Rogue in the X-Men movies, and she's in True Blood. She was in that movie Far and Away with Jeff Daniels.
Okay. I'm always looking out for actors with gaps in their teeth so I can play that little classic.
Yeah. I think a lot of black people have gaps in their teeth. Why?
I don't know. I got one.
But isn't that funny, though? Maybe that's a horrible thing of me, but I mean, I just seem like you see a lot of African-American people with gaps in their teeth.
I don't know. They don't fucking care, I guess. When white people get it, they pussies. They get the fucking braces. They're just like, I wear this gap with pride.
I never got braces, man. I'm the opposite, man. I got too much teeth and there's crammage going on.
I remember I actually caused mine because you remember, like, you know, when you'd wear a hoodie, those little ties that you could pull. Remember how on the ends of them, the ends of them, they had the little plastic thing.
Mm-hmm.
I used to just push it in between my two front teeth and leave it there.
Why?
I don't know, because I was stupid.
And you really think that caused a stoppage in the growing?
It just pushed them further apart.
But you'd think you would have had to have that fucking piece of plastic in there forever. Like a long time.
I used to sit in class and just have it there.
Wow. I don't know. You really I wonder what a professional would say about that.
I actually closed the gap by getting some fucking just fucking little rubber band things to put on them that they sell for it. I had to wear them for like fucking, I don't know, a long ass time. And
there he is, man. There's the man.
Into my gum. Yep, that's him. I'd suck his dick.
How long did you have to wear those, man?
Like a full year. And
did it ever feel like? Did you ever get used to the pressure?
Yeah, after a while.
That's weird, man. Did you ever get to take them out at all? Like to, feel a little relief?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really do it the way you're supposed to. So it took longer than it would have. That guy knows what he's saying. He can read minds, I think.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Roddy Piper, he doesn't, his dialogue is minimal in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's most of the best protagonists.
They don't need to talk. His face says everything.
Yeah, but you gotta watch Men at Work, though. I think it's hilarious. And Keith David's in it. He's one of the main characters, but it's Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez, and it's fantastic. It's good 80s humor.
Just for fun, I'm gonna look up and see. I'm gonna see whatever all the stuff he was in where he played a fucking homeless guy.
See if on that filmography it has Beethoven, because there's a homeless guy in that's very similar to him, but it might not be him. And that's the guy that looks like fucking Meatloaf.
I would do anything for love.
I'd run right to hell and back.
Oh. I love Bat Out of Hell. That's one of my favorites.
What?
I love the original Bat Out of Hell.
Really?
Yeah.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
That's the man notes. Written by God himself and handed down to the greatest band in the world. The motherfucking Meatloaf.
It's one of the best-selling albums of all time. The first Bat Out of Hell.
It's good.
Which is weird. You really like it front to back?
Fuck yeah. You don't?
See, I don't think I've ever listened to it front to back.
The fuck is wrong with you? Paradise
by the Dashboard Lights. You like that?
Mm-hmm. What year did Beethoven come out? So I can just look at the year.
It was 1990 or 91 or 92. So look in that couple of years. And I would do anything for... There he is. Fucking Meatloaf.
Mm-hmm. But I'll never forgive myself if we don't go all the way.
Doesn't he fucking look like Meatloaf, dude?
Hopefully.
And I would do anything for love.
What do you think he's talking about? You think he's talking about anal or something?
He made a joke recently where he was talking about a dildo in his ass.
Sweet, I'd do that.
He just kind of
for love. Yeah, I haven't listened to anything he's put out in a while. Put 1 and 2. Bat Out of Hell.
You didn't listen to Bat Out of Hell 3?
It didn't have the original writer on board.
It didn't have Jen Steinman, I know.
Well, he kind of was. There was a couple songs that he wrote years ago that were kind of put on it.
Yeah, like the one cover that was given to somebody else or whatever. What's that fucking song? Might have been a Celine Dion song.
I need a hero.
No, it's that, and it's all coming back to me now. That song?
Yeah.
That was written by Jen Steinman, and yeah. But I think he's, I think
Total
on the last two
Eclipse
albums,
of the Heart. They should have put
Total
on
Eclipse.
that.
I think the last two albums he's reunited with Jim Steinman, though. Like, Half Hang Cool Teddy Bear, whatever the fuck that album is, or whatever.
I didn't know. I might check it out.
Yeah, his last two, I think he got back with Jim Steinman. So
I like Jim Steinman.
I know.
I'd suck his dick.
You like the way he tastes.
How about it's salty?
Yeah. We're all talking about Meatloaf on this podcast.
Remember that?
Man.
Remember that scene from fucking Short Circuit 2 where they're playing, I need a hero. I'm holding on to a hero to the end of the night. You gotta be home. That's like the final scene. They're playing that song, and you got Johnny Five saving the day with that song in the background.
Do you like the second one as much as the first one?
I love fucking the second one.
Which one?
Los Locos, man.
I have a tremendous Woody right now. Which one is that?
That's the first one. The second one has Los Locos.
I have to watch it. Put it on the list, man. We'll put some Short Circuit on the list.
Hell yeah.
So, John, and by the way, we weren't derailing with the whole Meatloaf thing. That fucking actor in this looks fucking just like Meatloaf, and it kind of made us go off on a tangent. But what's your favorite Carpenter movies? It's funny because all his classic movies, they really could be interchangeable. You know, we did a John Carpenter retrospective, which you could find on the YouTube and iTunes a couple of years ago, where the three of us that were doing it, a friend and that we had on and Riverman, and our favorites all varied, you know, as far as the rankings. But I've always considered, I mean, it's extremely close. It's extremely close, like for a three-way tie, in my opinion. But I usually say Escape from New York's my favorite. And then, it's so fucking close between like Halloween and The Thing. I mean, it's just so close. But I'll call, just for the cultural impact, I have to give to Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have to. I mean, even though The Thing might be, to me, more impressive on a effects level and the technology behind it and how much work went into it. Obviously, Halloween's way more minimalistic, but I have to give it to Halloween just for the cultural impact. And then, like I said, The Thing is right behind it. And then honestly, from there, you could put them in any order. You know, then you could throw in Big Trouble in Little China. You could throw in Assault. People love Assault on Precinct 13. That's great too. I think that movie is his highest rated on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, really?
The original Assault. I think it's insanely high on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm kind of tempted to look at it. How do you rank the Carpenter films?
I haven't seen them all. There's a couple I haven't seen, like Starman and.
Yeah, I always forget he did Starman, and he did, like I said, I tend to forget that he did Christine as well.
Yeah,
so the Starman was like his experimentation with something almost mainstream, you know.
I like talking about his underrated movies more, actually, like In the Mouth of Madness.
That's a good movie. I don't think it's like I don't think it's legendary or anything, but it's a good movie. To me, that movie almost bridged classic Carpenter into the new kind of the more modern shitty Carpenter.
Mm.
You know, it came out like I think 1993, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. It's good, I like it, but it just to me that's like the final movie. It's the bridge. Then after that, you started getting Vampires, which I've seen once and I can't really recall it. Then you have that one fucking last movie he did, the Ward with Amber Heard.
I haven't seen that one either.
I hear it's horrible. I have not seen it, but and you had Ghosts of Mars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Ghost of Mars is horrible.
Still haven't seen that either.
But yeah, it's just like, to me, that was the bridge, and everything after that just wasn't good. I don't think he's made anything since The Ward, and I think that's pretty old. I mean, isn't that like a good 6, 7 years old?
2009, maybe?
Yeah, and he hasn't done anything since then. Because he doesn't, I don't know if he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he even with like his franchise, the Halloween franchise, I think he had a quote of saying, somebody asked him at a panel or something about what he thought about the constant remakes of Halloween or where they took his vision with all the sequels and everything.
I think they asked what he thought of people remaking his movies, period. And he said, "Oh, this really nice thing happens where I just lift my hand out and a check falls in, so I'm fine with it."
Yeah, he kind of said a little bit more like an asshole, but I mean, he's just always been that guy where I don't give a fuck. He's like, he just wants to stay at home and watch basketball and play PS2. I mean, that's fucking what he likes to do, right?
He loves the video games. Every once in a while, he plays a game and he gets excited. He's like, "I want to make a movie out of Dead Space."
Dead Space. Yeah, I remember he was all about it.
Or the Fear game. "I want to make a Fear movie." They should have just let him. If he wants to do it, let him do it.
But, yeah. I mean, he went on a tour, too. He was on tour last year, I think, doing his musical score stuff. He actually came to Mesa, Arizona, which is, in my neck of the woods somewhat. And I wanted to go, and I didn't, but I heard it was great.
I would have went and sucked his dick.
Dude. Assault on Precinct 13, the original one, not the fucking John Travolta one, Ethan Hawke one or whatever. Or no,
the
Ethan
one where
Hawke
somebody kills somebody by putting acid in a cigarette.
This one, Assault on Precinct 13, the original, has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
It's insanely high.
I've only seen it once. I don't remember much about it.
You don't remember it being 97% good?
I don't remember. It was so long ago. It might have been one that I didn't really even pay attention to through the whole thing.
See, you didn't answer me, man. Okay, so I know you haven't seen all the Carpenter movies, but what's your favorite of the ones you've seen? How do you rank the top 3? What?
Oh, man. The Thing, probably.
We're waiting.
I just said The Thing, probably.
We're waiting.
The Thing. Am I cutting out again?
Yeah, your shit was cutting out. It's like his fucking mute. His fucking mic keeps going out. So when you guys are listening to this at home, you're going to hear everything's fine because obviously his track's recording at home and he's going to put it in the mix. But to me, I can't fucking hear him. So when you guys listen to it at home,
you're just fucking dumb.
No.
You can't
when
hear
you guys
me.
are listening to it at home or in your cars or wherever it is you're listening to, it's going to sound like I'm a total fucking idiot because he's saying it and you're going to hear it. But I can't hit it. But
what did you think of the remake of the Thing, aka the Thing prequel?
The prequel, I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it either.
No, I mean, so
I like that chick in it.
Yeah, Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Oh yeah,
yeah, she's hot. But no, the movie itself, I mean, it's kind of a bummer that they made a prequel and that they had to call it The Thing, like for marketing purposes.
Did you hear that they shot the entire movie with practical effects that were apparently really good, but then the studio made them put shitty CG over them?
Yeah, I heard that. Why though?
Because they're fucking stupid.
Like, this is what the kids want to see?
I guess.
And it was really shitty.
They probably just thought they looked too hokey or something.
The downfall was the CGI, which is especially a downfall because of the contrast to the original, had groundbreaking practical effects. And other than that, the plot's a little predictable.
Yeah,
because
it's the same thing, pretty much.
Yeah, it's the same type of thing. But fucking what's his name?
You had the guy that played Lloyd Christmas as a younger kid in it.
Yeah,
Dumb and Dumber.
Let me see. Actually, I gotta try to talk in Warrior, and it's pulling up the Warrior versus the Cavs game. I don't give a fuck about that.
Or the Warriors.
Joel Edgerton, that guy, he's in it, and he was in the movie Warrior and whatever. But he was in it, and the whole time, it's the movie's played with plot devices all over the place, which drive me crazy. But it wasn't like a huge thing. It just kind of made the movie predictable, but not less enjoyable. Like Joel Edgerton's character, he has an earring, and it's like, the second you see this guy come on screen, oh, I wonder if that earring on his left ear is going to come into play later. When it
was kind of a clever way to introduce that little part.
No, it was. I mean, you see it a mile away. Like, okay, they're going to use the earring to, it's going to be the whole thing. I thought your earring was on the other ear. That bullshit. But I didn't mind it, and I liked how it was a prequel and it wasn't a remake. But I just hate how, for marketing purposes, they're like, well, reboots are all the craze. We got to call this The Thing and mislead people. So,
Yeah.
it was kind of a cool misleading. I mean, I like how it ends with the dog, kind of like bridging.
I remember a lot of people left before that scene even happened, and they were just like, "Oh yeah, it was just a remake." And I was like, "No, this is a prequel. I'm pretty sure." They're like,
yeah,
no.
it is a prequel.
But damn, I want to fuck that chick.
What else was she in? She's in that.
She needs to drop whatever, sexy Hollywood stud she's dating and get with this fucking Zero.
She was in that Cloverfield Lane movie. She was in Die Hard.
Did you ever watch that? You ever watch
I still haven't watched it, man.
It's pretty good, man.
Is it pretty good?
I'd recommend to anybody check it out. It's on Prime right now.
I'll have to watch it. Did you see that old hobo in Beethoven or not? The one getting beat right now.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. It must not have been him.
Okay, he looked a lot like him though. Dude, he's getting beat the fuck. Look, that guy's. Come on, put a little effort in your swing, father.
See, they should make a movie where him and the blind guy from Don't Breathe team up.
Hate crime, dude.
Yeah,
look at all them cops beating that black guy, dude. That would never fly.
Yeah. I'd film it and send it in to somebody.
Where's their body cams, man? Yeah, no, Roddy's not doing anything about it.
Roddy Roddy.
Rowdy Roddy. That's his porn name.
That could have been.
That looks like Cary Elwes, dude. He needs to use the claw on them fucking crooked cops.
Mm-hmm.
But this movie, I love it. I love the way. I love the way they look, man. Like it's unmistakably Carpenter. The way his scenes are laid out, the grittiness of them. And it's funny because I know John Carpenter didn't direct Halloween 3, but Halloween 3 seems like such a fucking John Carpenter movie, right?
It does, yeah.
Oh my god! It just. What was his producer role on that? Was he just like a advisor? Or was he just like
Tommy Lee Wallace directed it? He was a producer and he did the music and stuff.
I know he did the music, that's probably what also helps it feel.
He wrote it
Carpenter.
too, yeah.
Yeah, with Deborah Hill too, or
I think so.
Yeah, so it's got his music all over it, and it's got the writing to it, and everything else though, like. It just seems so Carpenter-esque. I'm glad
that movie had a resurgence and people gave it a chance because people hated it for so long.
It's great. I mean, it's really good. I mean, it's I might be the second best Halloween. I love Halloween 2. I really do. I know Todd Riverman doesn't like it that much. I think Halloween 2 is great. But Halloween 3, man, it's such a good standalone movie. I would say it's better than anything else in the Halloween franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And part of me wishes that they actually went forward with that idea and it worked, where they could have just made an anthology.
Yeah, imagine like an alternate universe where that happened throughout the rest of the series, how it would have turned out.
I know, I do think, sure, there would have been some where the quality wasn't, I'm sure they wouldn't have been consistent, right? I think they probably would have fell off if they went as long as the real franchise did. But think about it, the only Halloween movies to me that mean a damn are Halloween 1 and 2. So it's like, I would have rather have gotten this anthology kind of approach to it than all the fucking shitty Halloween Michael Myers movies we got. I don't even think they wanted to do part 2. I think the Halloween was just a big hit and they had to kind of, right?
Yeah.
I watched the commentary on, because I got the Scream Factory Halloween 2 and 3, and I believe it was on the 2, the commentary special features, where they were saying, we wanted to do the anthology thing starting with the second one, but Halloween was such a big hit. People wanted Michael Myers. We followed it up and whatever. But I don't know why I don't know. It must have been somewhere where it's like, okay, we'll finish the story, but the third one, we're going to continue off with this anthology idea.
Yeah, I got the whole box set of the Scream Factory Halloween. That reminds me, do you got the version that comes with the TV version too?
I think it does. It's the one they released a few years, like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's got
a bonus disc. Yeah, I watched that the last time. It was the weirdest thing. Like, they didn't just cut scenes out and stuff for TV. They like re-edited the whole movie. I guess they wanted to make it make more sense on a timeline, since like, oh yeah, the first movie, so around the beginning of the second one, it'd be like 9 o'clock probably. So it seemed like they re-edited it to like get all the extra trick-or-treating scenes out of the way right away. It was weird.
So we're talking about Halloween 2.
Yeah, the TV version.
Okay, I've never watched it. Did they, on the TV version, do they Do they put the violence back in, or is it edited like in TV as well?
The violence is gone. Yeah, it's just it was weird. Check it out if you're interested in it.
How do you like it?
I didn't really, but it was interesting.
I love Halloween 2, man. I know, like I said, Riverman beats it up, and I know it's not the first one, obviously, but to me, it doesn't. I don't know. I think the original Halloween would have been cool if it was just by itself, and the boogeyman's gone at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a cool ending, and it could have been a nice little Halloween tale, just kind of campfire tale. But with that said, I still enjoy the second one, and I don't. It's kind of like the Hellraiser 2 effect, but not as bad. Hellraiser 2, yeah, it's an exact continuation of the first one, but to me, Hellraiser 2 really fucking taints the original. Like, it's not fun. I don't get any enjoyment out of it, honestly. It just ruins the first one. Whereas Halloween 2. It doesn't ruin the first one for me. I still think it's fun. Like, I like how over the top it gets. Obviously, Halloween 2 came out, and there was a few years gap there between the first. I think it was 1978, and then was it 1981?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so since the first Halloween, which kind of started the craze, and the sequel, Friday the 13th had already come out in 1980, copying off Halloween. So it's kind of funny that when they came out with Halloween 2, they were copying off the success of Friday the 13th. And so the violence in Halloween 2 is over the top, right? The kill scenes are over the top, kind of like Jason. The syringe in the head, the fucking scalpel, the hot water, the sauna.
Mm-hmm.
That's all fucking Jason Voorhees shit. And of course they add like tits in it. Just in the even getting shot in the eyes, man. That's like some crazy Jason shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, which I love it. And also I love how hokey it is, man. You remember how crazy Dr. Loomis is in the second one? Like grabbing the cop's gun. And when they see the trick-or-treater with the Michael Myers mask, and they're like, he grabs the gun to shoot him, and then a random squad car fucking crushes him. Like it's the squad car coming out of nowhere at 70 miles an hour in the middle of a neighborhood, and he hits this trick-or-treater and he sandwiches him in the middle of another car, and then all of a sudden it blows up. He's on fire.
They get all pissed off at Loomis. It's like, dude, you should fucking lose your job driving down the street with a bunch of trick-or-treaters like that.
He's going, they let it go. As soon as that happened and he's on fire, Dr. Loomis is like, we got to get to like, he's still about his mission. It's like, dude, you just fucking killed a kid, motherfucker. Because he did distract him. It was kind of everybody. It was kind of a perfect storm. But it's like, I like how
is it him? Is it him or not?
It just kills me. He's so gung ho about his mission, and he forgets what his mission is. His mission is we got to stop Michael Myers because he's dangerous and he's killing people. But he just fucking killed somebody. And doesn't give a fucking shit. It's like it's just the funniest thing, man. But that scene is crazy,
dude. Fuck him.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
It's funny every time I watch the original now, I always just notice like whenever I'm watching it, it's like, man, so they got Donald Pleasance was like the biggest name at the time for this movie, and he's basically just standing outside a fucking house the whole time. He's got nothing to do. Look at Cher on that cover. I'd fuck Cher back then.
My grandfather always said Cher was the ugliest woman he'd ever seen.
Oh, dude, when she did Mask, she was
gross,
hot.
Dude.
Oh, I'd fuck that.
That video for If I Could Turn Back Time, when she's like her ass cheeks are hanging out, it's gross, dude.
I'd motorboat those ass cheeks.
And she did that video with Meatloaf, man. It all comes back full circle.
Hell yeah.
It's so crazy, man. Those some sweet Ray-Bans, man.
Mm-hmm. The future's so bright, he's got to wear shades.
What year does this take place in?
I think just when it came out, 80.
Oh. Huh?
80 something whenever it came out.
I like how these people's true forms don't fucking blink in their true forms.
Yeah,
like they just got these bulbous eyes.
Well, they blink, they're gonna miss something.
This is your God.
This
is God. Why didn't you just fucking pay? Okay. Yeah, it's been forever since I've seen this, man.
It's like riding a bike. You never forget it.
I think I've seen the infamous South Park reenactment scene between Jimmy and Timmy spoofing the fight of him and Keith David more.
Or Jimmy discovers steroids and his girlfriend tries to stop him and he's like, "No, bitch!" and he starts slapping her.
No, bitch. You're pussy. That's so stupid.
That's awesome.
These are creepy, man. Yeah, it feels like I get the social commentary behind it. It's genius, but it's also like this big homage to the old, like, almost like, maybe not Ed Wood bad, but like, the old 50s and 60s sci-fi.
Yeah.
Body snatcher shit,
Did you hear that story a couple months ago or something like that where John Carpenter must have just updated his PlayStation 3 dashboard and finally got the YouTube app, and he was watching like some fucking white supremacist YouTube channel where they were saying that this movie's really about how the Jews are running the whole country. And he went off. He's like, "Fuck you." He got on Twitter. He's like, "Fuck you."
He just picked on some like shitty old YouTube channel.
Yeah, it was like a video that was uploaded in like 2007 or something like that.
Well, so it'd been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair game, man. Videos like that, some idiots might actually like let that gain traction.
Yeah, that's actually something that they fucking tout to this day too. Like white supremacists kind of latch on to that and say this movie's about shit like that.
That's interesting. So wait, were those specifics actually legit? Where he was on his PlayStation and he updated?
I just made that up as a joke.
You just made that part up? Like that seems like a trivial part in the news bit in the research. Like, yeah, he was on his PlayStation after he took a shit. He had just had lunch and he decided to update his firmware.
Yeah, I was just making a joke about how he loves the video games. I'd fuck that chick.
I'm scared. I'm scared about all these Scream Factory movies I don't get and jump on as soon as they come out because I'm always scared I won't get a slipcover if I order them a little later.
I don't think I ordered this right when it came out and I got one.
Now, I trust if I order
this is probably the one that has the best fucking redesigned cover too. The cover is awesome.
Oh, I fucking love the Halloween 3 cover. You don't like that? It's great.
This one's, I think, is their best though. It fits perfect.
Yeah, and of course I have a lot more faith if I buy it straight from Scream Factory or Shout Factory, that it'll have the they call it the O card. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why they fucking call it O card.
It gives you that O face. Oh. Oh.
But yeah, I would never order something off of another online retailer, because I wouldn't have a fucking slip. Ordering anything from Best Buy is dangerous because like you almost always don't get a slipcover with their shit that's supposed to have slipcovers.
Yeah, I like slipcovers, but I won't not buy something because I'm worried I won't get it like you guys are.
Oh, bro, I have called Best Buy a couple of times because I've gotten stuff in the mail and it didn't have the slipcover, and I called them bitching like, "Hey, can you guys send me the slipcover?" And I literally had it escalated to somebody in the fucking factory, in the fucking, like, "Hey, what are you guys doing with your fucking slipcovers over there? You guys know how to fucking do your jobs? You guys just throwing away slipcovers?"
They found out they can cure cancer and hoarding them. We got a turd in the punch bowl.
Impossible. No one talks to Roddy Piper like that.
Los locos kick your ass! Los locos kick your face! Los locos kick your balls into outer space!
Rest in peace, Roddy Piper. My good friend, my good friend, director, pal, he knew Rowdy Roddy pretty well, and he had him over at his place a couple of times too, even.
Sweet.
And actually not long before he died, he literally had him over, and he actually sent me pictures. I saw pictures of him over at his place. They had lunch, and couple of months before he passed away, and it's kind of a bummer. I would have loved to have met him and gotten that hookup to meet him. But he said he had met him originally. He used to do the con circuit and stuff sometimes, every now and again, and he was all about the acting stuff. He's like, oh man, he would do anything just as long as the script was good. He's like, yeah, I just want to act again. He's like, I did They Live, and it's like after that, it's a bunch of bullshit. But a lot of guys like him, man, they just want to work.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything else Rowdy Roddy was in. Can you?
He was in 2 episodes of Sunny Always Sunny.
Yeah, he was. I've seen that.
What else? He was in Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Here it is. Sorry, I hear the bubble gum. The delivery is so fucking hammy.
I guess a lot of these one-liners were kind of ones he had left over from wrestling that he never used.
It sounds like it, man. That's awesome. That's my I love that shot, dude, where he blows away that guy behind the counter in black and white.
I'm going to look and see what else he was in.
Mama don't like tattletales.
Yeah, I haven't heard it in a long time, but if I remember right, the John Carpenter and Roddy Piper enter like commentary that's on the Scream Factory one. It's basically just them talking about wrestling the whole time. If I remember right.
Oh, that's funny. Can you imagine if, like, him taking a chance of putting Rowdy Roddy in this movie? And Rowdy Roddy's not, look at that stop motion, man. It's fucking crazy.
Like, oh, yeah.
It's so weird. But no, it's like he could have just as easily, because this person hadn't started his attempt at a film career at this point, he could have just as easily put Hulk Hogan in this.
Mm-hmm.
Who is a fucking horrible actor too. But maybe it would have been a different story. Isn't it funny how, like, Hulk Hogan was a bigger wrestler and Hulk Hogan made a lot more movies, but at least Roddy Piper has a cult classic under his belt. He doesn't have anything else. But I just think it's funny how he's in one cult classic.
Hell Comes to Frogtown's kind of a cult movie too.
I've never seen it.
It's total B movie, just stupid fun.
Who directed that?
I'll look. Donald G. Jackson and R.J. Kaiser.
Okay.
Kaiser.
You are the Kaiser.
Kaiser. Oh, the new Power Rangers is coming out soon to fucking video.
Oh yeah, it should be. I think it's coming out anytime now. So
I think we should go ahead and do that podcast when it does.
Oh yeah, like you would do a commentary of it. Why not?
I thought we were just doing an episode.
Oh, we could do both, man.
There's Meg Foster. She was in 31, and she looks like shit now.
Oh, sure, she wasn't that. 31. We don't speak of that movie, dude. 31 is probably worse than Biodome. I don't know.
Biodome's fucking amazing.
It's fucking shit, man. Hey,
that would
be a good idea. That'd be a lot of fun to do the new Power Rangers. We can do if we could somehow upload a commentary of it the week it comes out on Blu-ray, that might be pretty cool,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could even do
just like a first time watch.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It might just be silent most of the time.
Maybe we should watch it once first.
It's
up to you, but
the fucking what's it called was a first time watch, and that's our most like watched video on YouTube. Oh, the Evil Tunes? Yeah. I've seen that shit, dude. Oh, it was first time watch for me, my bad. I mean, granted, I hadn't seen it in a long ass time. I just kind of remember the basic plot points and stuff like that. But no, we could. But I just think it'd be cool to do that like the week it drops. That might be cool, Is that a booger in Meg Foster's nose? What's that? Is that a booger in Meg Foster's nose? It's gross, dude. It might not have been. Might just been the lighting. But I'd lick that gross booger. Is that Mick Foley, dude? Is that fucking Mick Foley? Yeah, I think you're a little bit ahead of me. It's okay. How am I a little ahead of you, man? What you're trying to say? Mick Foley on the fucking deck? Yeah. Looking at him? What timestamp you at? My buddy Sock over here.
Were you doing fucking Mick Foley, or were you doing Chris Farley as a? You're doing Foley. I meant Matt Foley. I'm doing Mankind.
I always do that though. I mix them up because I said Sacco as I was doing Chris Farley.
What kind of delay you got, man?
It's just like a second. It's fine.
I love that fucking 80s apartment, man.
I'm going to get a drink real quick so you could say whatever you want about me. I'll be right back. Just take a second.
A second. I was always, weirded out by guys that stuck fucking hand cannons in their pants like that, What if it went off? A hand cannon like that's not going to miss his dick. I just never understood that, man. If I didn't have a holster, I would just hold on to it at all times. I wouldn't stick it in my fucking pants near my dick. Zach's gone, so he won't admit to it, but we talk about the fucking Pauly Shore, and we talk about the Biodome thing. I think him and Mac are a bunch of trolls, man. There ain't no way they really like that fucking movie. It's a fucking shit movie. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody to watch it. Whatever you want. She's kind of manly. She's kind of got that 80s manly hot thing going on, and I don't understand it. It's like the Kirstie Alley look. Kirstie Alley kind of had a manly look and manly features, and she had kind of a breathy, deep, scratchy, manly voice. This chick's got the same thing going on, and for some reason,
listen here, motherfucker. Listen here. You're hitting them corners way too fucking fast. I almost spit my yak on this $900 suit.
Fucking Ving Rhames.
That was Pinky.
Oh, it was Pinky. You're right. My bad. You're right.
Pinky Dayton. I heard he's
got
a pimp.
a wife and girlfriend on the side.
What were you talking about?
Oh, I was talking about, Zach was away getting a drink, so he missed it. I was talking about with the audience here. This chick right here, she has this whole thing that was popular in the 80s where she's kind of manly hot. I don't know what the deal was, because she's got like that, she's kind of got manly looking features, and she's got a kind of a raspy, low, manly voice. It's kind of like the Kirstie Alley thing, right? She kind of had manly features, and she kind of talked kind of raspy and like a man. She wasn't really hot, but people like always cast her as hot people. Doesn't she look like a fucking man? Doesn't she look like the drag queen Gremlin from Gremlins 2, the new batch? She looks like a skinny dude. They got makeup slapped on her. You haven't heard her way talk?
Adrienne Barbeau was kind of like that too. I've heard people say.
I'm thirsty.
I also got
Adrienne Barbeau.
Adrienne Barbeau from like
is that the Latino?
The Fog. She was also dating. She was married to John Carpenter for a while.
Adrienne Barbeau.
Barbeau.
Well, it's a guy that came up. Is it? Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, I've never. She doesn't look like a man to me. I haven't heard her. I can't recall her voice.
I've heard people just say she looks manly. I never thought she did.
Yeah, this chick does though, man.
I guess John Carpenter was married to what's her name that helped write and direct Halloween
Deborah
2.
Hill?
Yeah. And I guess he cheated on her with Adrienne Barbeau.
Oh, wow.
So
why would you cheat on one half of your creative team?
I don't know. He had a boner and didn't know where to put it.
Look at this bird's eye view we had, that angle.
Yeah, I guess
that was pretty trippy.
I guess what's her name from Halloween?
He did that stunt himself rolling down the fucking hill.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking sure. I didn't see any cutaways.
I also got a popsicle.
Did she really think that killed him necessarily?
Hopefully.
She didn't even look out the window to see like if it did him in.
Wasn't in the script, man.
She gotta know, man. You're not gonna kill Rowdy Roddy that easy.
I really want to play with my Stretch Armstrong.
What the fuck are you sucking on over there?
I got a popsicle.
Dude, it's like this fucking obnoxious slurping sound.
I'll delete it.
Is it?
I'll take it out.
Huh.
I really want to play with my Stretch Armstrong, but I don't want to take it out of the box.
Oh, you actually got it?
I've reached an impasse in my life. Yeah, I got it.
What the fuck are you eating? Is it really a lollipop?
It's one of those popsicles that are in the pouch.
Oh, yeah. And like they're good when they're just like liquefied too. And you can just drink the liquid.
Yeah.
Those freezy pops.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you could still buy those, man.
They're bomb.
They do sound good, man. Where do you get those? Costco? Sam's Club?
I don't know. My sister got them for my niece. They got Frozen characters on them on the package. I'm eating my niece's shit. That sounds funny. Can you imagine if I ate my niece's shit too? That'd be funny.
Gross, man.
They'll be moving out soon, and I'm kind of bummed.
Oh yeah, you like living with them?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's cool. You're close to them, but is it kind of hectic around your house or what?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it'd be kind of nice to have the quiet, or do you like the activity, the constant activity?
Both is good.
Yeah, I'd hate it. Boom, 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 boom. I'm a lonesome dove, man. Been alone a long time.
At least I still got you, Stretch.
Dude, you guys don't hear it. He's probably going to edit it out, man, but he's over there just fucking slurping shit, and it's disgusting sounding.
I'm done. I'm drinking water now.
I always get the nastiest visuals when I hear sounds like that. Dude, fucking stop it. Fuck, it's grossing me out.
Imagine me just like hawking a loogie in someone's pussy and then sucking it out.
Oh, dude. Fucking gross, dude. Sick.
Have you tried that thing we told you about yet? Oh, why don't you sit on my dick and we'll see who comes first? You ever say that?
No, I haven't had an opportunity yet, man. I haven't had an opportunity where that would really work in a sentence, or as a comeback. You know, I don't really have a lot of altercations with people, so I don't. I gotta wait till I have an actual serious altercation with somebody, because hopefully I'll remember to have that in my back pocket, and hopefully it'll be good because it'll be a good diffuser. I'm hoping it'll be a serious altercation, and I could sit there and say that, and it'll just make everybody laugh to where we're not mad anymore.
Or what if he takes you up on that offer and he's like, "Fuck yeah."
Oh man, well then I made a new friend instead, so that's a win-win too. Either way, we're not fighting.
Mm-hmm. We talked through the fucking fight scene, man.
What's that?
Or is it not there yet?
Your shit, you got cut out, man.
Oh, I said, did we talk through the fight scene, or has it not came yet?
That's not happening. It ain't come yet, dude.
Oh, I'm gonna come.
It didn't come yet.
Yeah,
I love anything with a trash compactor, because it never goes well, you know?
Yeah,
whenever you get into a trash dumpster or whatever, there's always something. Like, remember was it Child's Play 3 or 2?
Yeah, that's what it always makes me think of. Or that scene from Ernest Scared Stupid where he takes the baby doll. He's like, "You'll never get away with this, Ernest. I know where you live."
Yeah, I love that one. That's great, man.
What kind of adult would do that? Like, he's sitting there trying to fucking get out of there, and he's like, "No, don't stick my head in them gears." That's the kind of adult I want to be when I grow up.
In that kind of situation too, we'd be doing that. We need to do Scared Stupid. Our own Scars to Jail got some good feedback.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
We were just watching the movie though.
It got good traffic too.
That's surprised, because I thought that was going to be looked at as one of our worst. because we were just watching it, not really saying much.
It's just so fucking hard not to just laugh around. Here we go. But I would like to. Well, if it didn't come out the best, I would like to do Ernest Scared Stupid.
Mhm.
Heart of a Child. Unconditional Love.
I think like we just weren't in the comedy mood when we happened to sit down to do that one.
Maybe. What does he say? Come on, big fella. I'm not going to hurt you. What does he say? Like,
come here, fella. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Heart of a Child. Unconditional Love. Come here, big fella. I'm not going to hurt you. He got his arms out. You're so cute. Mm. I love it when they're fucking dancing in slow motion and they both look like they're enjoying it. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Oh, they got those hook things.
Where's my machine gun? Where's my little machine gun?
I wish I had Ernest Scared Stupid on Blu-ray. I've got Jail, but not.
It's hard to get. Like the last time I saw it on Amazon, it was going for a lot of money. It must be out of print.
Oh, well, what about eBay?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Here's the fight scene. We're in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking too, like, for anybody listening, we were ready to record. It's 11:17 p.m. right now, but we were gonna record at like 8:30, and like your mom called, and I was waiting for you to get off and stuff, and I was sitting here, and then finally I was just like, I'm just send me a message when you're ready. I'm gonna go jack off, and I did.
It's fucking gross, man. I think that's what you always do when somebody's holding up the party. Like, well, I could be using this time
I finished
productively.
I finished, and then I got a text from you saying, "Oh, okay, give me 30 minutes." So I assumed you were going to go jack off too.
It would take me 30 minutes.
It takes me 2.
You're like Fred Durst, dude. I can squeeze one out in a minute. That's what he said on. That's what he said on Farm Club.
But this time it took me like 5 because it was like I couldn't get like it was one of those where it wasn't feeling all that good. So you were kind of hoping against hopes that you just finish, but it took a while. And I went through like 2 or 3 videos. Like this one wasn't good enough.
Sorry to interrupt your fucking sick discussion here on masturbation, but back to this fight. You know, Roddy Piper coming from a background of being able to fake fight. This shit looks real.
They are real fighting.
Yeah, it's like, and that's what I've heard, and it just blows me away. Like, why they went all in, man.
I guess the fight scene. I guess it was only like a really quick fight scene in the strip, but they were just kind of messing around, having fun. Like during,
it really kind of got heated.
No, they were just having fun during a like script reading or something, and then they decided to just do this, and they kind of choreographed one. And I think the trivia said it took place in like John Carpenter's backyard or something.
There's no way he's really hitting him in the groin though. He was kneeing him in the groin over and over.
It says they're throwing real punches except for whenever they hit in the face or the groin.
Okay, so the face isn't real. I saw some face shots that look fucking real, and like his face, it looks like it's getting bloodier as it goes, and I don't see cutaways. You know, like I literally saw him getting beat up in his face and blood appearing.
It's funny that they're fighting like this, so just to get him to put on the glasses, though. I just be like, motherfucker, put the glasses on.
It's ridiculous.
It looks like he got shot in the back of the head with a paintball gun.
I know it does. So you're saying the face shots aren't real because they look real.
It says they didn't throw real punches on the face or the groin.
I'm gonna watch closely. It's like most of their shots are face shots. Most of them aren't body shots.
Mm-hmm. This was the scene that was recreated for South Park.
Yeah. I thought the whole fucking thing was.
Yeah, the whole scene, whole fight
but
scene.
I thought even before this was all in South Park. Yeah, I thought you said right now. Yeah.
He's fucked up. Imagine if like there was an alternate reality where instead of Hulk Hogan and Mr. Nanny, it was Rowdy Roddy.
Well, yeah, like I said, Hulk Hogan could have just as easily been in this. And then, yeah, Rowdy Roddy. And the thing is like you could totally see Rowdy Roddy doing a movie like Mr. Nanny, right?
Hulk Hogan's so shitty, though. It was perfect for it.
It's not like Rowdy Roddy's too good for that shit. He got lucky with this movie. He got lucky. Make him wear the fucking glasses, man. Hey,
what, they just like make me see him black and white.
Stevie Wonder with no hair. I wonder if he at all thought that maybe there's just something wrong with the fucking glasses. Are you fucking there, man?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Did you cut out? Because you've been silent for a good 20 seconds, man.
I was responding to you. Maybe I was.
Yeah, dude. You were silent. You just your shit keeps going out. But as long as it's there in the recording and you people at home can hear it, then it's good.
I wonder what the fuck's going on. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, man.
I think it's the aliens trying to fuck up our recording.
He literally picked him up and fucking what am I thinking? He did a rock bottom on him, dude. He fucking pulled a rock bottom and slammed him on concrete, and they're just walking it off,
Mm-hmm.
I guess back in the day, this is when men were men. I can't imagine a couple of hipsters in skinny jeans doing the rock bottom on each other, much less walking away from it. They should have got Carl Weathers to play his role, man, because he's more of a tough guy, right?
No, this is good casting.
Dude, your fucking shit keeps going out. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, it's not me, man.
I think it's the aliens trying to fuck with us.
Fucking aliens, dude. They had, do you like, the NECA brand of action figures and toys?
Mm-hmm.
They keep releasing all these, of course they do the 8-bit NES figures. They have the 8-bit Jason. They have the 8-bit Rambo, I think. They have the 8-bit Freddy. I think they have the 8-bit Predator and the 8-bit Alien, all that shit, which is awesome. But they just do pop cultural shit in general. Like they released straight up Alien figures and stuff from Terminator. Like they have a sweet new like T-1000 and Terminator statues. They're price expensive. I mean, it's shit you can find at Toys R Us, but for a 12-inch like Terminator 2 action figure or whatever, you're gonna pay $30 for it. But I think I want to say I saw They Live. I think they had a Roddy Piper from They Live too. I think. But
voice.
I love that shit, man. Toys are so much cooler now than they were when I was a kid. They look so great.
Mm-hmm.
But they were way more expensive than they ever were, man. Like I remember back in the day, I was all about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and my mom says, you could buy a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure and it cost you $5. Now even a basic like new turtle figure or a Power Ranger figure from City, they're gonna cost like fucking almost $15, man.
Yeah,
just for like a basic toy. And don't even get me started on the NECA shit where it's like $30. It's like ridiculous. I bought that Pinhead statue, that Pinhead. From Hellraiser 3, I think I sent you the picture of it. That thing cost, I don't remember, too much money. I mean, guess it could have been worse, but it cost like $60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reading in the trivia that Roddy Piper, like back when they were promoting this movie, Roddy Piper was afraid to talk about like that it was like a critique on like Reaganomics and stuff because he was here on a green card. He was afraid people would be like, if you don't like America, can't you get out? Like they always do.
Yeah, I'm like that. If you don't like America, you can get the fuck out.
Oh, fuck you.
You got a problem with our policies and our laws, you can get the fuck out.
No, you can't. You got to have another country that'll take you. You can't just fucking leave.
We're talking about we were talking about people like Rowdy Roddy, man. We're talking about people from other places, dude.
What if somebody else does though?
Then I don't know. They have, if you're a citizen, you know, this is your country. You don't have to necessarily believe in your government at the time. You gotta, as long as you're like behind your country. I think there's a fine line to that. But like, if I was an immigrant and I came into an established country and talked shit on a bunch of the policies that were there, as I willingly came into that country when those policies were a certain way. I came into the country as it was at that moment. So I'm not going to go into that country as it stood and then make fun of and criticize the way it was, you know?
Oh, I'm going to do that just to piss people like you off if I ever leave.
Yeah. I don't get pissed off because you're a big troll, man. It's fine.
I'll be like, fuck this country. They can suck my dick.
And fucking like it.
And let the bumper, let the body, Eddie say.
I died laughing hearing that part.
You call it. What was the other one too? The one that was on Life is Peachy.
Twist.
The last song on Life is Peachy where he's like, looking back, I was always right. You remember that one?
I mean, yeah, I remember that album. I can't quite remember what you're saying, but let me see. I'm gonna find out.
Song.
I'm gonna find out right now, everybody. There's some Korn fans listening right now. They're like, "Oh, you idiots! It's this. Don't you know?"
You ever watch back on MTV? They did this thing where Mankind was like hosting a bunch of videos, and like he was basically like commentating over the videos, and he was playing Korn. What's that song? Freak on a Leash, and he's like, why are these guys called Korn? Where's the corn at? And then there was a shot where the bullet passes like through a cafeteria, and there was corn on the cob on a plate, and he's like, there's the corn. I always remember that for some reason.
I never remembered it. This fucking song?
Yeah, like get to like the middle or close to the middle.
Close to the middle. All right, let's see.
It's like after this part.
Kill you!
It's the part. It's like the middle part somewhere.
Oh, we're at the middle. Like in a second. Is this it?
Well, this isn't really the middle of the song though. The song,
dude, we're at the 4 minute 5 seconds. And there's 4 minute 30 seconds left.
The song has a hidden track, so you gotta like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we're at the end, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right.
So coming up from my clothes.
This? Is this it? Can't fucking hear you, Zach.
So I pop some more cat in your ass.
Why are you going mute now?
Looking back, I was always right. You know what's funny?
Was that it?
Yeah, I was. You know what's funny though is we're gonna have to completely edit that out for YouTube.
Oh, fuck! You're right. You think they're gonna catch it though when it's just like the audio on my phone being recorded? It's not like the actual uploaded track.
It's hard telling.
We can always try. Well, it's whatever. You can always try it if you want.
Yeah, just listen to the fucking the podcast version. You should be doing that anyway.
Yeah, you should be listening to the iTunes version because we have to neuter this shit on YouTube. But stupid. I always forget about that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play fucking a song from like Aladdin or something, so he definitely gets taken down. That's all it's gonna take, man.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Play that shitty Michael Bolton song from Hercules. I can go the distance.
Why should I change my name? He's the one who sucks.
Oh, were you singing A Whole New World a second ago?
Yeah.
I can show you the world. Yeah. You could be Jasmine, dude. Shining shimmer.
Oh, Jasmine was fucking hot, man.
Yeah, she was a hot cartoon.
I would tear that pussy up. Wasn't she supposed to be like a kid?
Well, they're talking about marriage and shit. She's probably...
Yeah, it was the Middle East. You're allowed to fuck kids there.
I don't know. She looked developed for a cartoon, so she was at least 16. Which is still a kid.
There went all of our Middle Eastern fans.
Hey, man, that's why they do it, though. That's why they made that a movie. It's just like how they... who is it? The current like WWE champ is an Indian, and is their first Indian champion of WWE. It's to bring in the 1 billion Indian people. You know,
is it Rusev?
No, it's something Mahal, Jinder Mahal. I think his name is Jinder Mahal.
Haven't watched it in a while.
Yeah, I listened to
Rusev. That was another. That was kind of Rusev was a guy that they kind of did the Iron Sheik thing with. They had this match where like he's from Cuba or something, if I remember right. And the point of the match was he was fighting the Big Show, and like he was gonna erect a big fucking Cuban flag or something. But then Big Show like pushes him down and puts up American flag, and then Rusev gets up and he's like he's going to basically tear down the American flag to put his up, and they had like a fake soldier in the audience to get up there and try to smack him, and try to stop him from putting up the flag, and Rusev just body slams him and puts up his flag. And I was just watching that like, this is fucking hilarious. I love this shit.
Well, that's what they want in like a heel, man. They want someone to come up there and be like, "Oh, America are pussies. Long live Sharia law." And I don't think WWE in this era of PC-ness would make like a fucking ISIS wrestler.
Oh, they should.
That would be a little too much.
He could come out with Donald Trump's head like Kathy Griffin. Take a shit on it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a horrible fucking shit. No, can you imagine that? Like they want them to be a good heel, and they want them to really be hated. Could you imagine? That would really do the job, man. If they had an ISIS wrestler and he came out and that was his fucking character about filthy Americans, dude. Yeah, dude,
they could cut off the Undertaker's head and he could resurrect, come back without his head, and just grab it and put it back on.
Yeah, Undertaker's all. If Undertaker's like the dead man, then why does the dead man get all old and fat and like jaundiced looking?
Because he's fucking decomposing, man. The body gets bloated.
That'd be crazy, though, man.
It takes him longer.
They should do an ISIS guy, dude. What would the ISIS name of their wrestler be? What would his wrestling name be?
Something I can't pronounce, probably.
It's a good answer.
How about Serp Retop? All the way down! Let's kill you.
Yeah, man. Oh. That'd be such an adrenaline rush.
To get shot.
Filming a scene, to be filming a scene like this where all those fucking guns are going off. Yeah, if we got shot too. Unless I got shot in the dick or something.
If you could choose how you end up dying, what would it be?
In my sleep, dude.
Oh, really?
Hey, it's that Asian guy that's in everything. It's that Asian guy that's in everything in the 80s.
I'd fuck him.
I guess, and you're talking about if I had to go an unnatural way. That's kind of morbid to think about, but...
Exactly, that's why I said it.
I mean, like, if we're talking, like, car wreck versus, like, shark attack versus, like, I mean, I guess drowning wouldn't be so bad, you know?
Drowning's the worst, man.
Or do you think drowning would be bad?
That would suck.
Yeah, but don't you think it'd be quick and it wouldn't be like pain. It would just be like, yeah, your lungs filling up with water. I don't know.
You think that'd be soothing?
No, I mean, that'd be horrible too.
Fire would be bad.
I don't know, man. Like, yeah, fire would be horrible, dude. Because even though I think if you got like lit on fire, all your nerves would be shot in the first like fucking couple of seconds, right? Like, I think you'd go into shock and your nerves would be shot. And you wouldn't even be feeling it, you know? After a few moments.
You'd just be thinking like, man, this is it, I guess.
What would you even be seeing? Like, do you think when people are lit on fire, do you think they're instantly blinded and they're seeing black? Or do you think they're fucking seeing flames?
Probably flames.
You know what I'm saying, though, man?
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up. I can't imagine if you're lit on fire in your fucking eyes.
This is a weird conversation, man.
It is, though, because that'd be the first fucking... Even if they put you out, if you were totally engulfed in flames and they put you out and you were cool, the first things that are melting off are your eyelids and your fucking ears and shit, right?
Yeah. Depends on how you get set on fire, I guess.
Yeah. That's fucked up. I think
that reminds me.
We both just kind of agreed that we know our answer is not fire.
Mm-hmm.
We can at least agree on that. What does it remind you?
I'd probably want to die getting fucked.
You want to get fucked by a big guy or something?
Preferably a chick, especially if it's a chick that like has a mutation where like she could bite your dick off. That'd be okay. I mean,
you can be like that famous case in Germany, like 15 years ago. You know, that the story of the guy that put the ad in the paper about
the PKE meter from Ghostbusters or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Well, there was the there was the guy in Germany that put out the ad in the paper requesting somebody to let him eat his dick. He wanted to kill somebody, eat their penis.
I remember that. They made a movie about that.
Did they?
Grim Love or something.
Wow. I know they the Rammstein song Mein Teil is about that. But yeah, anyway, so like a guy put an ad in the paper, this freak saying, "Hey, I'm looking for someone to eat. I want to eat him." And then another person who was equally as sick answered and said, "I agree to your terms, but can we eat my penis together? Can you cut off my penis and we both eat my penis?" And then he did. He came over and he cut off his penis and they started eating it, and the other guy was eating it too, and he fucking died and fucking ate him, dude. Like, that's so weird, man. Like,
the guy's like, that guy went to prison for a while.
Isn't it funny? It was like voluntary though.
Yeah.
It's a weird, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a crime, but it's like, did he go, what was his, was it manslaughter or what do they call it?
I don't know. I wouldn't even call it a crime. He wanted it. I'd say
voluntary
whatever.
Manslaughter.
However you party, man.
That's weird.
That's
man.
A party to me.
So if you're a cannibal and you eat a guy, you eat somebody, okay, that's just, you know, your preference in food. But if you eat his penis, are you gay?
I don't know. You just like the cock taste. See, look, there's Buckflower right there. He's all rich and shit now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it is him. That's crazy, man. I don't think I've ever seen him not dirty. Mm-hmm. Buckflower. That sounds like a fucking a porn name.
Buck is like a nickname. It's not his real name.
Oh. Yeah, who would name their fucking kid Buck?
I think his real name's George Flower.
That's weird, though. It is weird to see him kind of and he's just in dual roles, right?
I think is he supposed to be the same character? And he was just like playing like he was homeless?
No, okay. So now I gotta fucking look it up.
It's been a while, yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, I noticed the other day that there's a Friday the 13th coming up in October. We should do something.
Yeah, man. A marathon?
Yeah, with Mitchell even.
Oh, hell yeah.
It could be a spectacular. I told him, I was like, dude, we should just do commentaries for every single Friday the 13th movie. Just start now and release them all on Friday the 13th.
That's a good idea. No, that's a good idea. Like, how would that work? Us just
it'd probably get really old really fast. By the time we're watching the third movie and we're in the middle of it, we're probably just like, oh man. So this is happening now. Like, especially if we did them right in a row, we'd probably have to schedule them kind of far apart so we didn't burn out on them.
And then we'd have to accept that we're doing these commentaries just to hold on to them.
Mm-hmm.
What's kind of weird is I've kind of wanted to. I haven't watched it since the theater and how much I hated it, but I kind of want to go back and watch Jason X.
I haven't watched it since it came out on video. I watched it.
And it's fucking horrible. But
I remember there was a couple good death scenes. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I remember that too. Like him smashing the ice head on the, on the counter or whatever, and the camp girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to check it out though. Why not? I'd like to see it, just to see if maybe because maybe I keep thinking like maybe there's something I didn't get, right? Some like inside tongue-in-cheek thing. I get it, shtick. Maybe it's even making fun of itself a little bit. And I think that's what it is. The whole Jason in space, like, oh, where the fuck else can Jason go? Let's take him to space. It's almost like they're making fun of themselves, right?
I want to see him go to the hood. Imagine him smoking weed like the leprechaun. He smokes a blunt through a hole in his mask, and then the smoke just comes out of the holes. That'd be funny.
We always talked about doing Leprechaun goes in space for shits. That movie's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, we should do it. This kind of is similar to towards the end of Halloween 3, actually. It just kind of reminds me of the tone. I keep thinking he's going to tell them that this is all happening because they found a chunk of Stonehenge or something.
Huh. I'm looking at the IMDb here, and it just says Buck Flower. It just keeps saying he's a drifter. It doesn't show him as two roles, and on the single role, it doesn't say drifter / whatever.
Yeah, he's probably playing the same character. Maybe he was in on it or something. But yeah, the most famous movie, I guess, would probably be Back to the Future when he played the homeless guy. I recently got the Back to the Future Telltale game. It was like $5.
Did they still? I thought they took that off. Did they still sell it?
Yeah, I got it recently. I just started it.
Wasn't that one of the first Telltale games?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I remember being. Is it fun?
I'm enjoying it so far. I don't know if people that aren't as big of fans of the movie as I am would enjoy it though.
I mean, they're just like point-click games, like action games, right?
Pretty much, yeah. It's kind of like closest thing we could get to like a part 4, I guess.
Oh, so it's not like a retelling of the movies, it's an actual sequel?
Yeah. Takes place just a couple months after the end of part 3. Grenades.
Oh, yeah, so when they live, Buck Flower, he's supposed to be a rags to riches bum drifter. So, rags to riches.
Oh, yeah, because he embraced the Reaganomics, man. He was like, oh, yeah, this is good shit. Yeah, Reagan was the greatest president ever, man. He's the greatest president to ever rig the economy in favor of the rich. Can I just say that? Now I'm excited to see all the pissed off comments on the video. It's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna troll every one of them.
You never troll anybody, man.
I troll everybody.
Whenever you guys get comments on like the YouTubes or whatever you guys comment, it's usually me.
Mm-hmm.
I never see Zach's trolls on there.
Yeah, I should.
You should go in there and have a fun time.
Would you suck Roddy's dick?
If it brought him back to life? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, would it have to be his, like, decomposing corpse, though?
Preferably for me.
Let's see. I mean, that's one of those weird questions of, like, would you do something really disgusting, but the thought behind it and the motive behind it was really honorable? It's like, I'm doing it to save a life here.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, it's like that old Dave Chappelle. Was that a Dave Chappelle bit? Where he said, wouldn't it be, I think he was talking about, wouldn't it be fucked up if they found out the cure for child cancer was sucking Michael Jackson's dick? It was this whole bit on that.
Would they let him do it then?
I don't remember where it went from there, but that was kind of like the genesis of the whole thing. But he's like, that is kind of funny. Like, what if it was like the cure for cancer was like sucking dick? And it's like, I know they can manufacture it and like extract sperm, and they can somehow put that into like a medicine and whatever, and it wouldn't
Magic
be so
Johnson,
bad.
dude. They just inject money into their veins. Remember that episode of South Park?
Yeah. But like, what if it really required all of it? No, you need lips on skin contact.
Mm-hmm. And then do you have to actually suck it till it comes, or can you just put it in your mouth and suck it and then stop?
And the pre's good enough?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. No, you need the whole 9.
That's something I do when people like, whenever they like, oh, would you rather do this or suck a dick? That's always my follow up. Like, do I have to suck it till it comes, or can I just put it in my mouth for a while and stop?
Yeah, that's a valid point. I mean, I'd imagine the most disgusting part is the cum.
That changes everything. Because if I was getting $1 million just to put a dick in my mouth, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Would you
but
really?
If I had to swallow the gravy, I don't know.
What if, like, would your condition be that the person has to have showered?
I don't even give a shit about that.
Or the dick a dick.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross, man. Of all my friends that I think would do it for monetary gain, I would say you. Man, it's exactly what I predict.
Oh, she just killed my motherfucking guy. Why'd she do that?
This happened so fast, too. Why did it happen so fast?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they do it and like just cut away? Fucking bullshit. Yep. They need the editor needed to fix that. That was just too quick of a cut. I'm clear.
It's a lot like the ending of 1984 too. It's probably pretty like inspired by it. And I just spoiled that for anybody that never read it or watched it.
You can't win. She's like a man, dude. Oh man, it's Doc Brown.
Marty!
Suicide.
I always think about that scene from Back to the Future too, when he just
I thought
kind
you said come inside me.
Oh yeah, I'd do that.
She said come inside with me. Uh-oh.
She should have let him do it on her face. She probably wouldn't look so old now.
Dude, she's a slow as fuck shot.
You were just arguing that she was too quick earlier. You can't make up your fucking mind.
You're right. I said the editing was too quick.
That reminds me too, Roddy Piper was like a hidden character that made a cameo in the last Saints Row game.
Oh, wow, was he?
It's pretty funny. You could just call him up and take him with you on missions. And he's wearing his Hot Rod shirt and shit.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of random.
He did the voice, too, if I remember right.
I'm sure he did. I mean...
Those games are random.
A guy like that would have taken the opportunity for the paycheck. I mean, he wouldn't have passed on it.
So if this really happened and all of a sudden the facade was gone and you could just see him, what do you think Americans would do? They just freak the fuck out? Or would they learn to live with the aliens?
I don't know, man. Oh, this is great. Marry and reproduce.
That'd be great if it ended with him coming and it just blew her head off.
What's wrong, baby? What a great ending.
I want to know what she did to that. Was she just like, fuck me? Damn.
Did she finish?
You ugly as fuck, man, but fuck me. Hurry up.
That's
Bearded
funny,
man.
Bearded man. Arab clerk. Look at that shit. It's racist.
I'm a motherfucking Arab.
Like, that's no different than if they would have put black guy.
That's funny because, like, back in the day, me and Mitchell and my friend Derek used to make home videos, and one of them had my friend Derek with, like, a shirt kind of up on his head like a turban, and he was like, yo, I'm a motherfucking Arab. That was the extent of his dialogue.
We'll insert the laugh track.
Where do you go from there?
Yeah, I don't know. Ron Judkins.
So yeah, that fucking that Roddy Piper and John Carpenter commentary is probably better, wasn't it?
That's all right. You can see we did a bad job.
It was okay.
We weren't really talking about the movie that much.
Not really.
No, man, we just kind of do our thing and talk about like 6 degrees of something. Like, you know, this guy in this movie looks like Meatloaf, so let's talk about Meatloaf and Jim Steinman for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the chick in this looks like a man, so let me talk about other chicks that look like men. You know, I could see Keith David's bulge in his pants. Let's ask Zach, would he suck it if it would cure cancer? You know, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I'd suck it if it didn't.
That's a pleasure. Talking about whatever. But anyway, I think, I don't know. It's a good movie. I think I definitely enjoy the movie a little bit better when I'm just kind of watching it myself, you know, just kind of zoning out to it.
No duh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Some movies are fun with other people, but yeah, when there's like
I like this movie better when I'm actually watching it.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, movies are fun to watch with friends, but when you watch movies with friends, you're not talking over them like the whole time. Whereas like when we're doing a commentary, we have to talk over it. So yeah, I don't know. Some movies,
it's our curse.
Some movies, yeah, it's my curse, man. Some movies are fun though. I mean, like I enjoyed watching Liar Liar, movies like that, the Mario movie, movies I can quote back and forth and just fucking make fun of. Those are fun to do commentaries over. But then, like I said, you know, you don't want to just quote the whole fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
Love those plumbers. I wish they would have made a sequel to Super Mario Brothers, man. I wish we'd have had more commentaries to do.
We could have found out what happens after Daisy shows up in their fucking apartment like that.
Oh, I believe.
I think they just all fucked each other. That's what I like to think.
That's what'll happen next. Yeah. So let us know what you think of this one. I would honestly like to do more Carpenter stuff, just for shits. You know, Big Trouble in Little China would be fun. Movies like Halloween might be tough. I feel like if we did a movie like Halloween, it would just be more informative and talking, a discussion, because, you know, it's just so quiet, a lot of the movie. But yeah, let us know any more recommendations you guys might have. We knocked out Biodome last week, like we said. This one was actually recommended as well. We'll just throw them at us, and we'll definitely look into doing them. And you know what? I don't know why I'm thinking about it now, but we had that idea. Like, I'm curious what you guys think of the idea we proposed a few podcasts ago, to do like episodes, like little podcasts of Are You Afraid of the Dark or Salute Your Shorts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like nostalgia shit. Like maybe not like knock out the whole series or anything. Not that it would be hard. You know, I think it would be pretty easy to knock out a couple seasons or whatever, those short episodes. But maybe start with like specials. Like do like the Zeke the Plumber episode, you know?
Oh yeah.
Just to see how that goes over. And then maybe like with Are You Afraid of the Dark, you know, pick like a few of our favorite episodes and just see how they play out. I think it could be fun. You know, you never know. And I don't know if we could even get away with showing the video to those stuff. I mean, it's like Viacom, so I don't think, but it'd be fun. I mean, I don't expect a whole lot of people out there to have copies of Salute Your Short to watch the fucking thing while we talk. But anyway, let us know. We're open to all suggestions. So maybe not even necessarily movies is what I'm saying. So let us know, and make sure, we said it before, we'll say it again. Listen to these on iTunes. I mean, they're so much better on iTunes. They're not neutered. We can leave the music in. We can have editing fun with them. We don't have to cut anything out. It's just a lot better. But like I said, if YouTube's your thing, that's wonderful. Subscribe to us there and share us with your friends. But do check us out on iTunes and subscribe there. That's really all I got. Zach, you got any final words?
I love you.
All right. Zach loves you. All right, guys. Until next time. Bye.